What's up, y'all? It is your boy Red back again with part 10 of Sonic and Shadow Generations. I think this is part 3 for this side of the game, Shadow Generations. So, yeah. So, last time we did Royal Canyon, and now we're moving on, doing some more stuff in the overworld, as well as like some of the Challenge X. Now, because if y'all know how I feel about the Challenge X and Sonic Generations, I feel like that's kind of like the low point of the game. So, and to be honest, there's not much to like really say about them other than like, you know, they're here and like some of them are cool, some of them are not. Most of them are like short. Like 90% of them, or like 95% of them are like super short. So they don't really. They were made to pad out the game basically, because without the Challenge X, these games would be like way shorter than what they are. But yeah, I could honestly like the same way the Challenge X are a low point in Sonic Generations. I can kind of say the same thing about Shadow too. But I'm gonna be honest, it didn't feel. Well, I'm gonna say this. Well, in Sonic Generations, y'all know the way it is. You have to do at least one challenge act in every like stage, and you can do either modern Sonic or classic Sonic. As long as you do one in each level, you'll get the key. In this game, it's a little bit different. You have to do 2 challenge acts for each level. As in like act 1 and 2. So, yikes. But on paper it sounds like kind of but actually playing them, I feel like they're not as bad for real, to be honest. Or at least for right now, because like I said, it's really just a way to pad out the game. And I thought the Challenge X were like super cool when Sonic Generations come out, but and that's something that they've been doing since like Unleashed and Colors have the same type of thing. But instead of Challenge X, Unleashed and Colors have like act like 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. But yeah, but in those games, like, I don't know, I feel like the extra stages are just always, I don't know, like, it's like they're cool, but some of them aren't really cool. And yeah, but at least like in Sonic Colors and at least Sonic Colors for sure, like the act 2 would be like a substantial like thing on its own. Like after act 2, once you get to like 3, 4, 5 and 6, those are pretty much like the Challenge X in a sense. And Unleashed, I kind of forget a little bit about Unleashed like extra stages. But I really think it was just Unleashed had the one main modern day stages, and then the rest of them were like, you know, little challenges type thing. We didn't necessarily get like 2 main acts for like the daytime stages in Unleashed. Probably because there was the Werehog, so the Werehog was basically act 2. Or act 1, depending on what level you go into. And yeah, but we got Doom Blast, which I just want to say that like all these animations that they give like for Shadow are like very like cool. I must admit. And yeah. But I will say, like, one gripe I do have about the Challenge X is you have to walk up to the boss gate for them to appear, instead of them just appearing when you like complete the level, which is how it worked in Sonic Generations. So And right here, it doesn't particularly bother me, but I think like the last one, or like the second to last one, you have to. I think it's the last boss gate you gotta walk up to, and it like. We'll get there when we get there. But anyway, yeah, you gotta clear both challenge acts to even get the key. But this game is like nowhere. And honestly, I'm gonna just go ahead and say I think the challenge acts are better. The challenge acts are better than and I'm gonna compare them to modern Sonic and Sonic Generations. I think they are better for the most part. But there are also less of them too, so it kind of evens out, I guess. Because what was I gonna say? Sonic Generations is like technically they're like a whole bunch of them. Like they're like what? It's 5 each stage for both modern and classic Sonic. It's 9 stages. So dang, I don't even. What's the math on that? Is that 90? Oh shit. I think so. Yeah, because 5 times 2. 10, and then 10 times 9 is what, 90? Dang, it's actually 90. It's 90 challenge X in Sonic Generations. Oh my god. But yeah, here it's only like, it's not that many. It's like probably less than half. Gotta be, because it's like 4. Or is it? No, it's probably like less than half of the challenge X in this game versus Sonic Generation. So, which is cool because, like I said, I think these challenge X are much better, and they do a better job of not feeling like. I feel like these challenge X do a better job of feeling more like stages, like on their own. Cause I swear, like in Sonic Generations, it's some challenge X where it's just very clear that this is just literally like say for instance, this is literally like Green Hill with just different platforms placed in different places, stuff like that. And yeah, the same way in well, I guess another challenge of the challenge X is actually going to the little music note when you ring the bell, which I think is cool because now you have to do it in 3D, which I think gives an extra layer of challenge in like the overworld. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I went out of order too. I started with Act 2. I don't really know why they I don't know what's the purpose in like dividing the challenge acts and the the 2 different act 1s and 2s, because I don't really, but like I said, they do a good job of making the challenge acts feel like stages on their own, because I wouldn't even be saying that if they didn't. But some of them, like, you do get some of the same objectives though. Like one of the ones we just did was go through the trick rings, or like the red rings or whatever. Another thing, I haven't even touched on this, but there are no red rings in Shadow Generations. Instead we get well, technically there aren't red rings. They've been replaced with like these like music and art medals, and basically that unlocks like the art and stuff. So yeah, see, we just picked up the art one right there. And yeah, I think they're one of each in like every stage, so including the challenge X. So, and then another thing, each medal isn't like tied to a specific like piece of art or song, how it is in Sonic Generations. You take the medals that you collect in the stages, and then you find like the little chest in the overworld, and that's how you know, get different songs and stuff. And I guess that way you can like have more of a, even though you still kind of just randomly getting songs and art, but I guess you have a little bit more agency, I guess you could say, in terms of like unlocking the different stuff. And oh my gosh, I kind of feel myself getting, I don't feel myself getting like sick for real, but oh, it's getting cold outside again. I'm making homemade ginger ale though. I bet it's gonna be fire. And yeah. See, this is the type of stuff I wanted to see more in Sonic Generations, like actual like different 3D platforming challenges in the Challenge X. That's another thing that kind of bugs me out on the Challenge X and Sonic Generations now is, like majority of them are in 2D, which oh my god, I think everyone kind of agrees that, you know, it's cool. The 2D sections can be cool when they are cool and fun, like, you know, when they are, but for the most part, we don't really like. Let's lay up off the 2D just a little bit. Like but Sonic Colors gets a lot of flack for being like mainly 2D, but Sonic Generations in terms of the Challenge X, a lot of that shit is 2D too. So yeah.